Hi everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Hair Tuition with your host Adanina. Hair Tuition is a spin-off from Intuitive Talks. Um, Welcome again to Hair Tuition, where I intuit into it, you intuit into it, we intuit into it, we all intuit into it. I just intuited into it and I'm just connecting the dots while also just remembering memory. So today I'm doing another recording on Pisces season. So happy Pisces season everyone. Hope you guys are enjoying the Pisces season. Hope you guys really enjoyed yourself. This is the last day of Pisces season, so I want to say happy birthday to all Pisces celebrating their birthday today, and happy birthday to all Pisces who celebrated their birthday during this time of Pisces season. I hope you guys all had a swell time. Once again, I'm recording. This might be my new norm. Please forgive me. It's not as if I don't want to go on camera, but I think it's best that I don't go on camera right now. Um, you know, um, uh, yeah, that's that. We're recording. We wanna keep rolling. One thing is, I want to make sure I can keep up with my channel. You understand? That will mean a whole lot to me because it's an outlet for me. Today, or this episode of Hair Tuition, we're going to be talking about my experience as an Aries woman with Pisces men and Pisces women. I like to do this at the end of the season. I've already done my seasonal feelings about the Pisces season already, and I don't think I want to do a part two. I just want to leave it the way I have already done it. So with this one too, hopefully I can just do it all in one go, and it should be done. Okay, so um and I'll probably be using a lot of empty fillers, you understand, just in case I do. You understand? Please forgive me. I always, most of the time I don't write what I'm gonna say down. I just go with the flow of how I'm feeling, of what's coming to me. So, so who do I start with? Okay, let's start with Pisces men. Okay, so my experience as an Aries woman with Pisces men. I have to go back to the past. I remember like getting my best kiss from a Pisces, man, like a Pisces boy. I was in high school at the time, and the way that he chased me was kind of weird. I just feel like the way Pisces men chase their women is kind of weird. Um, they are, they may not be the most direct people from experience. They're not really direct with coming to chase you, or they're not really direct with chasing you. They may not come to you and say, hey, I want to date you. they're the type of people that will probably say it later. Maybe when you find yourself in a relationship, they will now say, "Oh yeah, I liked you," or something like that. And once you look back on it, you find out that, oh my God, this person has liked me all this time, but never came towards me. So, also, Pisces, I'm just saying from experience, you know, usually the Pisces men that I meet, most of the time they look well put together. I remember when I was in boarding school, he was like deemed the most cleanest boy in our class. And he was really neat, clean, and his name was just perfect and all that type of stuff. Um, um, Most of this time, this type of men or boys, like, because I'm remembering from back in the day, and also when I see them today, they just kind of always kind of have like this boyish look to them. You understand? They're like cute little boys or something, like a cute little boy. Not all, not how do you say it? It's not always like that, but yeah, from my experience, yes, it's just that baby boy that you think, oh God, he's a baby boy. But also the other one that I experienced that once you look at them, they're scary looking. Those are the ones that look like they are acting like they're not Pisces. You understand? Like maybe kind of like how I look now, like they didn't take a shower, they didn't brush their teeth. You understand? Um, you know, their breath stinks like mine right now because I've not done anything. I'm not taking a shower, I've not brushed my teeth or whatever. So they might just look like unkept or something, But that's on their bad days. Usually they're clean, they're kind of sort of suave, but in like a watery way. You understand? Like just a cute boy. And you know, um, my experience with them also is that at first they are the nicest people, but then they switch up because they might feel as though you're taking them for granted. They're very empathetic, so you know, um, once they feel like maybe you've taken them for granted, whether it's true or not, they will switch up into like this, you know, they'll switch up into like a shakunio. They start to get big and buff and very evil, but that's not their nature. You understand? It's just, when they turn into like an evil nature, that's what you get, like a shark looking somebody that is mean. You understand? And this for the women too, but we're talking about the men. Um, Pisces men, I think they tend to like big butts. Like if you're a woman, they will probably approach you just because you have a big, huge butt, or like you're tall or something and you have a big butt or something. And I know they also like a woman who they like to see beautiful braids, like fishtails, braids. They like braids. They like when a person is looking like a fish, not artificial, but like know, Patra. If you don't know her, she's a Jamaican artist from back in the 90s, I think, or 80s, 90s, 80s and 90s. or like Brandy. They like they like someone who is kind of, to be honest, like really esoteric in their ways. And since, to be honest, like naturally they're not really aggressive people, no matter whether they show aggressiveness or not. The reason why they show aggressiveness, like I already told you, is when they feel like you've taken them for granted. So once they turn into a shark or like a shark, they don't usually go back to being vulnerable shy fish anymore. They don't really, or they they go to that vulnerable fish, you understand, for people that they really love, for like a select few, kind of, sort of. But I'm saying, uh, oh, I lost my train of thought. Um, anyway, yeah, okay, yeah, this is what I wanted to say. Uh, Pisces men, since they are not really aggressive by nature, they love aggressive women. They're one of like the men of this new age that they like women who are like aggressive, kind of like alpha like woman, because like I said, they are not necessarily like that. But on the other side, you understand, because they could kind of sort of like be split, but they the type of woman is kind of like a Megan the Stallion type of woman. But then on the flip side of it too, they may like somebody who is like cute and like a princess like type of person. You understand? Somebody who is gentle. You understand? But to be honest, what they prefer is somebody, from experience rather, when I feel like I've come in contact with that type of energy, they like someone aggressive. To be honest, they like someone mean. They like someone who can back up their meanness because it means protection for them. So they, like a lot of men, like they like a woman who can speak their mind. A woman who, like, maybe a lot of people, everybody's afraid of them, type of thing. Because like I said, he is very, very, kind, naturally sensitive, and naturally shy type of person. Um, like I said, my experience with at least one of them, you understand. I won't say I've dated a lot of Pisces, but I think I've come in contact with the energy. I don't want to say a lot of times, but when I do come in contact with like the energy of water, I'm not sure if it's truly that. You understand? I know them to have like good set of lips, like but really small. I've gotten the best kiss from a Pisces boy. So when I was in high school, um, when I kissed him, when he kissed me, at first it was kind of awkward. You understand? But it wasn't necessarily awkward. The reason why it was awkward was because of what happened. I don't think I want to get into too much details. You understand? I was already okay. Oh, I'm already saying it right. Anyway, I'm an Aries woman. I was already in my first relationship. When you have that, first high school or elementary school boyfriend. Mine was in high school. So, you know, um, he started chasing me really hard, like chasing me really. like, I don't know, aggressively after I was in a relationship. So um he just ended up, he started stalking me and the person I was in a relationship with, and kind of like intimidating him. But then again, even though I just started dating, I think it was even the first day that I was dating the person I was with, I ended up cheating on him right in front of him because the guy just, I barely said his name. The guy just um came in, he kissed me and kept kissing me. I definitely allowed him to kiss me. So, and this has happened before. So he kissed me, but it actually really felt like a fantasy. Like it was almost as if it was a, it was refreshing, like a breath of fresh air. But to be honest, if I was to be honest, now that I remember, that was not the first time he kissed me too. He always kissed me. I mean, he kissed me right after I was in a relationship. So, and it happened in a way where it was so fast. Like, I couldn't really understand why I was in the kiss and why that happened. So that is what I go through with Pisces men or Pisces energy. You understand? Oh, yes. Oh, God, I thank God I remember it. Just like, what's her name? Jordan Woods, right? Jordan. What happened between Tristan and Jordan? It was as if I was there, even though I was not. You understand? I didn't understand it to this very second. Like, she, where the guy just kissed her, and she's like, "Oh God, what happened?" You understand? So I've experienced that moment with um, I've experienced like Jordan Woods moment with Tristan kind of person. Like, what, you kiss me? Why would you kiss, that type of thing? And then you having to process what's going on, like why, like how it felt so good, but what, how, why, that type of thing. And for me, mostly it wasn't why or something. uh it wasn't it yeah, it was just I couldn't really think of that. It happened so fast that I just wanted it to just go over my head. You get what I'm saying? But then it's kind of like the fantasy trance, or the fantasy lane, or like the fantasy that they put you in. You understand? Once you kiss them, you get what I'm saying, making it feel like it's romantic. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, my experiences, didn't they didn't chase me at the right time, or when they were doing it indirectly that I couldn't pick up. I thought that he was just being a jerk. For one, we went on a drill. We went on a fire drill, right? And as we're coming back, you understand? Because I've seen him around. He always carried like a saxophone. Yeah, a saxophone, or was it a trumpet? It was a saxophone. So most of the time he was well dressed. He dressed in mufti. So, he always dressed. Even people used to kind of like make fun of him for that, but that was his signature. Not that they made fun of him for that, they just kind of teased him a little bit because they knew, he was in the band, he was, and all that type of stuff. So, you know, um, I think people are going to figure out who it is. But anyway, he, yeah, it was just, the times that he kissed me where, we never seemed to connect in the right way, or you get what I'm saying? It was a fantasy that was never really true, even though we got glimpses of it being true. It's kind of weird, but it's kind of like weird, But I experienced this with Pisces people, Pisces boys, like Pisces men. Actually, Pisces men, to be honest. Actually, Pisces boys, to be honest, because I've not really like received any kiss from like a Pisces man. So, um, so, um, but it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Um, and then how things just didn't connect. It's from research. It's a very karmic relationship anyway. Pisces and Aries is the Pisces is the last, Aries is the first. So it's kind of like the alpha and the omega, and it sucks. You understand that these types of relationships, for me in my life so far, does not really, you know, how do you say it? It has not gotten to its perfect balance because of karma, which it could get to a perfect balance, you know. Yeah, so what else? There's a lot. I'm just because as I'm talking, this is what I do. I just go with my intuitive punch. All right, so in my memory, so so throughout my little bit of having my first boyfriend, I was cheating by kissing this Pisces guy, and then there was another Pisces guy too. You understand, who I had almost the same experience with. He just came to me and kissed me, and I'm just like, is it Pisces man thing? I'm telling you. And the best way to describe it is this Tristan Thompson, Mr. Tristan, and him kissing Jordan Wood. I can totally understand how that happened. You know, um, you know, um, no matter what happened, even though they think that maybe it was Jordan or whatever, it's always the Pisces. The Pisces, because Pisces is a feminine element, so these people, they're very seductive. They'll seduce you even if they don't know that that's what they're doing, because number one, they already like you, so they're already fantasizing about you. They're in a dream state. You understand? And they're looking at you. They're like, "That's my dream girl. That's my dream girl." So, type of thing. I think, or it becomes, you know, it's a dream or something. I think, but you know, uh, and of course, their hands move really fast. So um, they seem really put together and all that, but they are not necessarily appropriate. You understand? I'm not saying all of them, but they, on one side, yeah, they're very appropriate, very, put together, but on the other side, they are just not like that. They are actually, I don't want to say conniving, but how do I say it? They're very sly. So they cunning, kind of like a fox or something, I guess. I don't know. So what else? Um, to be honest, maybe when I was a child, like how I'm describing when I was a teenager, I didn't really understand why Pisces man did, like a Pisces boy, why he did what he did, how he did it. You understand? But when I got to an adult, I don't really appreciate the way that they go about stuff, even though they're very introverted and things like that, and very shy with their feelings, especially because they're prim and proper. You understand, or whatever. Um, but okay, let me finish this. Let me finish this story too. So anyway, me and my first, I don't want to say my first love. He wasn't my first love. He was my first boyfriend in high school. Um, um, because my parents found out that we were dating, and I was not allowed to have a boyfriend. But I wasn't really dating too much. It's just in school when we see, little kids who will go with each other to lunch, sit down next to each other by lunch. If he's around, he'll walk me to class, or just walk with me a little bit or something. It was a joke. Anyway, so since and and believe it or not, even though I was a nerd, like, okay, I was a nerd. I say believe it or not because the person I was in a relationship at the time, not this Pisces guy, he was the most popular guy in the school. You know, he was one of the most popular guys in school. If I'm not mistaken, I think the most popular. So immediately, okay, see, now I'm a nerd, right? People don't really know about me unless if I'm in the class with them, and they will barely get to know me too because I was really, really that shy. And to be honest, I'm really shy too. Now, so anyway, so what else? So, people started to know about me and all that type of stuff. And when they'll say, "Oh, you go with this guy," they will laugh at me and say, "Oh, but he goes with everybody." You understand? So that was one of the reasons that, and this happened right when I started dating him. You understand? You know? So that was the reason why I let Pisces man kiss me in front of him, and I was not upset, and I couldn't even stop cheating even if I wanted to, like, kiss him. You understand? So, because I thought that he was my own boyfriend. It was just weird. Like, a lot of weird things have happened to me like that. It's just like, I guess, I guess the Pisces in me too. You understand? I'm a Pisces Aries. I'm on the Pisces cup, so and in sidereal astrology and in Vedic astrology, I'm a Pisces. So anyway, so since that relationship, you understand, that little relationship that I was going through in high school, you understand, was just weird. Also, you understand that it was a joke. I'm not even gonna lie, it was a joke, and as a little girl, I didn't really see how much of a joke it was, but it was a joke. I mean, I saw it, but not really. It was my parents that saw that, you know. Um, we ended up breaking up because my parents found out, and I had to call him. I used to sneak calls to the person in my relationship, and anyway, what are they calling it? He didn't. How do you say it? We broke up, and he just got along with life. He didn't really care. And to be honest, when we're together, I didn't think he cared as much anyway. You understand? Because after the rumors that I heard that he was dating someone else, you understand, me too, I was always in the case with that Pisces man. Not always, it just happened like a couple of times, but it happened. Um, we ended up breaking up. Like I said, my parents found out, so they made me break up with him. And since, the Pisces guy was kissing me in front of him and just kissing me and other things, you understand, since he was already doing that, I already felt as though, how do you say it? I already felt as though he liked me. So I was just going around him, you get what I'm saying? Trying to see if he would, want to get into a relationship with me, which was just very horrible. Because once I broke up, I wanted to, I don't know, I wanted to be with a Pisces guy. I guess I was desperate or whatever. So then he started looking at me weird and he was like, yeah, he started talking about another girl. He was like, well, she's coming and I don't want her to see you here, blah, blah, blah. And I was just really crushed and I felt really stupid. But I just felt that I was just tricked by, I was just under a Pisces game. You understand that he did? You understand? So he, when I was not in a relationship, he didn't chase me. You get what I'm saying? When I just got into a relationship, he literally ruined that relationship. And it's not funny. You understand? And then one thing I also know about Pisces people, um, you know, they spread gossip. So it started going around that I slept with. It's just weird how people will even know my name in the first place to be able to spread that type of rumor. So it had to be the Pisces man. I put one and two together because he's in the band. So he was like, yeah, this girl, and they said my name correctly. The random people that I don't even know. You understand? They're like, yeah, they said that you slept with all the whole guys in the band, and that was very funny because I was still a virgin. You understand? For up until college. You understand? Up until my third year of college, to be honest. So it was just very funny. Second year or third year of college, yeah. So it was funny. No, it had to be third year. Yeah. So um so that was that, they can spread gossip, they can be uh gossipers who just for revenge they'll just say something that is not true and they usually get away with it. This is Pisces men or Pisces women. I've had it happen to me so many times that you understand. The way that they do it like like a traitor type of person. You understand, like it's a whole betrayal. It's like it's backstabbing. You understand. So anyway, so that is that. I mean, there's a lot, to be honest. I didn't think I would have anything to say, but that's how I always feel until I start. Anyway, I said this to say this. Back when I was a little kid, you understand, like a teenager, dealing with a Pisces boy or Pisces boy. I didn't really understand like how conniving or how savage these people are. So this is why they must, no matter how cute and no matter how well put together they are, you understand, they are really savage. Like they will hurt you when they get around to it. If they want to do that, for whatever reason they feel they need to do it, they will really, really hurt you. The feminine element. Okay, so anyway, when I got to be an adult, I didn't really appreciate or not understand, why Pisces men move the way that they move with their romantic interests. You understand, with the not being able to come to a woman directly. I experienced that, you know, as an adult. I, I didn't like it, and saw that I knew I wouldn't be able to respect that type of a man. Like if he's a man, you understand, especially if you're older than me. You understand, I will not be able to understand why you have to move like that. But then again, usually when a man likes me, sometimes he's the type of person that will not tell me, and those are usually my type. But to be honest, with a Pisces man is even, do you understand, if it's not a Pisces man, it will still be hard. I don't know, like you can chase somebody indirectly, but being so, I don't know. On one hand, I see it as respect, which I really love it. But on the other hand, you understand, I've seen somebody who did that, a man who did that, and I didn't appreciate it, where everyone was telling me, but him, telling me, oh, he likes you, he likes you, he likes you. And he didn't come to me, and by the time he came to me, I didn't like it. I couldn't respect him. You understand, that was the one time, I didn't really appreciate that energy, and I kind of feel good about it because I believe he also started spreading gossip about me. I think Virgo men are kind of like that too, but men in general, they're like that when, they talk, they start spreading gossip, both the one that they think is true and both the one that is not true. So usually it's lies, embellished, overly embellished, you understand? Because maybe their ego has been hurt somehow. Like I already said, even for the women too, these boys or men, they are, how do you say it? They are shameless gossips, you understand? Spreading lies, standing behind it, being vicious with their meanness. But, you understand, these people, no matter how savage they are, used to be the most caring people. It's just they've been stabbed. You understand? And I'm sure you understand from past life and in the past, I've not been the nicest to Pisces. You understand? You know, that type of thing. Yeah, so, when I come in contact with the energy, the Pisces energy, which I'm sure I'm rocking with that type of energy because the way people view me, in a way. And I see it as just weird fantasy land that, you understand, that could come to pass in a good way, but a lot of times, so at the end, it just doesn't quite come together like it's supposed to, even though it's physically tangible that it's come to life. It just doesn't. Sometimes it doesn't. It to be honest, from experience, it hasn't stuck. You get what I'm saying? Because of the savagery. How do you say it? Like, like the savage energy of the Pisces. You understand? Because I think Pisces people in general, they are the most unforgiving sign. Like you think it's a Scorpio, but no, I think it's a Pisces. The Pisces person does not never forgive you, even though they're trying to, because they're very vulnerable. You understand? They're fish. So once you get them, they already know that you're gonna kill them, even if you don't know. So they're not going to let their guard down ever again, or not in the same way. So what else? For some reason, to be honest, I have not really been able to bag a Pisces man. You understand? So far, like even like the person who has Pisces energy, like I said, is usually, you know, he he comes, he does inappropriately, he comes at an inappropriate time. You understand? He has all those romantic feelings. You understand? He brings out that negative feminine energy out of you, or he just puts it on you just like that, and you'll be wondering what happened, and then when you want to explore some more, he will now hit you with the other side of him, with the first side of him that is well put together, you know. Anyway, you know. But to be honest, with my experience with him is, since it's mutable energy, one side is true, the other side is not true of the fantastic fantasy energy. So anyway, let me go to what else? I don't think I've slept with any Pisces men, to be honest. But I feel like it would be an out of world type of experience. Like feeling like you're in fantasy land. Feeling like it's something dangerous, something that you're not supposed to do. Whether it's you, whether it's him, whether it's both of you. And that's why it's really good. I think it's in a way too like Virgo energy, but I wouldn't take that away from Pisces, it being like a dream come true in the moment, even though it's false and weird. It's like it's almost like an Aries, like a false start. It's like jumping the gun, but in a beautiful way where it feels substantial in the moment. So that's my experience as an Aries woman with Pisces men. I'll stop this and do another recording for Pisces women. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for tuning into Intuition, which is a spin-off from Intuitive Talks with Adanina, your host. I intuit into it. You intuit into it. We intuit into it. We all intuit into it. I just intuited into it and I'm just connecting the dots while also just remembering memory. Take care, everyone. Have a nice season. Bye.